So I brought on 80-10-10 in 2 months, and here's just numbers, from 26:57 and being in 40th place to, I just on Saturday placed second at the Beast of Burden Ultra Marathon, 100 miles in Lockport, New York. My time was 19 hours and 19 minutes. My name is Jack Kamen. I'm from Central New Jersey and at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, and very grateful to be here. Amazing experience. I found the I guess the 80-10-10 way of life, the lifestyle. I wouldn't call it a diet, call it, the lifestyle, in terms of moving to all fruit and vegetable intake and abiding by those 80-10-10 guidelines. And I read the book. The way I got introduced to it was Michael Arnstein, who is, I guess came up with the idea for the festival. He is an ultra marathon runner, and I am an ultra marathon runner. I started running about 4 or 5 years ago. Just put down a lot of bad habits, and picked up running, and started with just getting on the treadmill and running 1-2 miles. I remember the first time I ran 2 or 3 miles, and 5 years ago I came home. I said, "Mom, I ran 3 miles on the treadmill. It's unbelievable." And next day another 2 or 3 miles, and so on and so forth, until continued to build up, and I started. My body started adapting. During that time, I was just didn't really understand nutrition at all. Was just eating the standard American diet. Was moving away from lots of empty calories, not like eating lots of like fried things or sugary things, but still eating what everybody else is eating, not understanding how like it was affecting my performance. And then I got up to the marathon distance, and basically in the marathon world, most people just buy off the shelf energy gels, they're called. They just suck down these gels that have like refined sugar in them, and they have a breakdown in the back of what's in it, but it's not natural. It's processed stuff, and I never felt that. I mean, it definitely kept me going, but I never felt that like really natural energy. It felt like kind of refined fake energy a little bit. And then so to get back to Michael Arnstein, in the ultra marathon world, is well known as a top competitor. I'm also from New Jersey, and he has won the New Jersey Marathon multiple times that I've partaken in it. So I remember like seeing, all right, who won the New Jersey Marathon this year? You always want to know who won, like right. What their time is. You see their time, you're like, oh my God, something unbelievable. And his name was Michael Arnstein. That name, stuck with me for a couple of years, and then I started hearing his name come up in the ultra marathon circles. I had some friends that were like, oh yeah, I just ran, the New York City Ultra, which is where they run from Times Square all around Manhattan, come back. And Arnstein was there. He's eating all fruits and vegetables. They're like, I don't know how he does it, and certainly, just like everybody else, I was like, that sounds crazy, and I wasn't ready for that. Michael always talks about 80-10-10, so I'm like, we're in the kitchen making dinner, and I just go to Amazon and I order 80-10-10, and it shows up, and I start reading it, and like, you just start reading it, you start internalizing what's going on, and you hear how other people say their performance has changed. And the main thing was that I dropped my fat down to like 10%, right? And I learned how to count my calories, and I use the internet. Everything I'm about to eat, how many calories of fat in this? Now I know that there's four calories in a gram of carbohydrate, 4 calories in a gram of protein, 9 calories in a gram of fat, right? And I know that if I'm eating 2,500 calories, that I need 250 calories max of fat, and I know 150 of those are coming from 40 servings of fruit. So where am I getting my extra? So being able to mathematically break it down like that, so I started keeping track of what I was eating, made it a lot easier, because some things are so subtle. You put in 2 teaspoons of olive oil, you don't realize that you're already at 10% for the day, if you're that, and then you might be adding other things. So get to the performance aspect. I was running, and like, I just started, I definitely shed like 10 pounds, 10, 12 pounds, but it was all, like, I just got really lean, and then I started going out for runs, and I was pushing it and not hitting the wall. That's the best way I could describe it. Hitting the wall means that, I'm running really hard, and suddenly I feel I can't breathe anymore, and the lactic acid in my muscles is burning, and I have to pull back. And things that speeds and paces, like mile per minute paces that used to have me hit the wall, I was now able to like go way beyond them, and I wasn't hitting the wall, and it was like really exciting. And the reason it was exciting, anyone who's an athlete knows, in the first year or two of becoming athletic and working, like building a craft in one specific thing, whether it's biking, running, whatever, you see a lot of gains, and they're exciting. You go You start out, you can only do a 10-minute mile, and then a month later you're doing 8 minutes. You know, to drop 2 minutes in your mile is huge. But later on down the line, 3 or 4 years down the line, those gains, you can't get those gains anymore naturally. Right?
You plateau.
Can't get those gains naturally, you would think, right? And that's why everyone in these competitive sports turns to, they want something off the shelf. They want, you know, the crazy like supplement that says we fill up your legs with lactic acid before they get lactic acid, so your legs learn how to clear, you know, like all these like snake oil type things. You try different things, but trying this, so literally I could not believe that I went from running comfortably at 7:15 per mile pace for a 20-mile run to running comfortably at 6:20 pace for a 20-mile run. So that's nearly a minute increase in 2 months. And for a marathon runner, or somebody like you know, I'm feeling, you know, amazing about that. And then also
that's 20 minutes off your marathon time.
Yeah, that'd be 20.
25 minutes. 26 minutes.
Well, no, it'd be 26 minutes off a full marathon, because you know, so 26 minutes in the marathon world when you're already trying to be competitive is unbelievable. And then the ultra marathon space. Yeah, I'm one of these crazy ultra marathon runners, and I like to run for 100 miles straight. I've partaken in 4 of them, and my previous best time was 26 hours and 57 minutes, which, you know, like sometimes it takes a long time to cover these distances. So in these events, that's not last place. That's probably, you know, halfway in the middle. So I brought on 80-10-10 in 2 months, and here's just numbers, from 26:57 and being in 40th place to, I just on Saturday placed 2nd at the Beast of Burden Ultra Marathon, 100 miles in Lockport, New York. My time was 19 hours and 19 minutes.
Say it again, Jack.
So it was 19 hours and 19 minutes, and
coming down from
26 hours and 57 minutes. So that's, you know, about 8-hour difference, which anyone can do the math. That's, you know, 35%, you know, better time. So and that's just the athletics. So in terms of like the performance proof, as an athlete, if anyone's an athlete, it gets you so excited that you're never going back. So that may be why it's been easier for me. Like, it's not hard because I'm so excited about the results, and I'm seeing the results as soon as I step out the door, that they're tangible. So it makes it easy for me. But there are a lot of other benefits, like, you know, the spiritual benefit of feeling clean, clear, connected, aware. Definitely feel cleaner. Like, it makes it easier when you're not carrying mental heaviness, physical heaviness, spiritual heaviness, and this diet affects all 3. You know, it starts maybe with the physical, where your body's cleansing and it's much lighter, but that also ends up affecting, like, you know, your emotions. You're more sensitive to them. You can really feel them more. You can work through them more, and you can understand more what's going on.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
And I'm very also grateful to, you know, have a partner that also, you know, is partaking in the diet, which pretty much, you know, and that helps a lot. And we have a lot of joy over it. We're laughing a lot. We're having a lot of fun discovering. I don't know why it took this to help me to become excited about food, about nutrition, but it did, because, like, you know, now, like, I have this connection to, like, we have this connection to food, fruits and vegetables, and we're excited to eat a healthy meal. At home, even if it's not that hard for me, it still can be a little lonely not having other people that understand or do it. So if anyone is especially in the New Jersey area, please, like, say hello so we can get connected, and we can continue to enjoy our lives, you know, this way, and hopefully, you know, carry the message and through attraction. You know, you can't promote things, like, it doesn't work. It has to be through attraction, where people just see what's going on, and then naturally, if they're ready, they'll gravitate. You know, they will come and ask, "What are you doing?" and share it with them.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.